This is a spotted hyena, Africa's most shameless bully. In this video, we will see how they force lions to rage quit their loot, scheme their way to the top of the food chain, and turn chaos into a lifestyle. This four-legged cackling bone crusher is not the biggest, and definitely not the strongest predator out there, but they are willing to play dirty. Hyenas get a bad rap as nature freeloaders, scavenging and living off leftovers, and many believe that they are bad hunters. But like most of the lies you were fed as a kid, this one is wrong. Spotted hyenas are top-tier hunters, with success rates that rival lions. They hunt about 70% of their food. And sure, they will occasionally scavenge or snatch your meal in the most disrespectful way possible, just after you wasted all that precious time and energy catching it. But only because it's way easier to ruin someone else's day than get their own paws dirty. And hyenas pull this stunt on every predator on their turf. A hyena might not win a 1v1 fight against a leopard. They are no match for big cat's agility, speed, and stealth. But hyenas have numbers and no intentions to play fair. They win the majority of interspecies confrontations. But even with the larger numbers, finding the action isn't easy. A leopard doesn't exactly post its hunting schedule, and stumbling onto a hunt by chance is near impossible. But these tactical griefers are very smart. They memorize which areas are frequently used by rivals as hunting grounds, then send out scouts. These scouts will snoop around for alarm calls from agonizing preys that are enduring too much physical affection without consent. They have even been recorded stalking and shadowing competitors, lurking in the distance until the deed is done, and the hunter has completely burned out its stamina to catch dinner. Then the scouts call for the rest of the clan, then they crush your party in numbers, taking your prize and your dignity in the process. They're so effective at this that the only choice they leave to solo builds like the leopard is to eat like a monkey, and they steal 50% of cheetah hunts, often completely bullying them from their territory. But a hyena insolence doesn't stop at cheetahs and leopards. They've got the audacity to pull this stunt on lions. This is well documented and happens on a regular basis. In the Botswana Chobe National Park, the hyena clans will hang back, follow the pride movement, wait till the lions are tired from the hunt, and literally crush the party with 5 times their numbers, whooping and cackling like they already won the fight. Hyenas are expert in psychological warfare. They will nip, lunge, circle, and bite your sides, and although this can get ugly very fast, this is not a fight. It's a robbery, and before you take a second bite, there are 40 cackling maniacs with jaws strong enough to crush bones around you. And the only choice at this point is to take the kids, the wives, and leave the neighborhood. And this is not a rare occurrence. In Chobe, hyenas steal up to 63% of lion hunts. Now I have to give credit where credit is due. On average, lions steal 30% of hyenas hunts, while hyenas take 25% of lion hunts. But when things get competitive, hyenas group into massive clans, reaching up to 100 individuals, and specifically target smaller lion prides, flipping the script on the king of the jungle, and effectively sits on the top of the food chain. But the bullying doesn't stop there. Hyenas will wait for lions to go hunting, to crash their nursery, and eliminate competition at the source. If Disney was real life, Simba would have never met Timon and Pumbaa. So you can imagine, if they have the audacity to pull this kind of nonsense with lions that can easily separate their heads from the rest of their bodies, the rest of the living creatures on their turf can either cough up their share or clear out the block. When the largest lion pride territory covers around 150 square miles, hyena clans can cover more than twice that. This means that in comparison to lions, they can make life miserable for a larger number of animals. A large clan will send scouts miles away to be on top of any party they haven't been invited to. And this harassment strategy don't stop at bullying predators. Hyenas will try to bite and make a meal of anything that moves, starting with the soft part. Yes, the baby making part. No, seriously, hyenas won't even finish the job properly. They'll tear you apart from the bottom up, just so you can fully experience that 1100 psi meat grinder attached to their face. That's nearly twice as strong as a lion bite. I would rather get flattened by an elephant any day of the week. And if you're playing a tank build, like a rhino, sure, you might survive the bullying and the cackling, but at what cost? At least lions have the decency to maul you to the afterlife before chewing down. Even elephants aren't off limits for big clans. They won't hesitate to attack a herd of the biggest megafauna on the continent, knowing that a single hit would turn them into a doormat. But hyenas have a strong ally. chaos. The clan's usual game plan is to wait for the night, to limit the herd visibility. They spread into multiple groups and work in teams to distract the adults, and use the chaos to split them from the calves. Elephants are massive, but hyenas play the long game, nipping, biting and harassing the herd until the elephants either split or get too tired to protect the babies. They are masters of chaos, and this strategy works on every prey in the savannah. And hyenas don't discriminate. They're bold enough to use it on anyone that crosses their path, regardless of the size. But even though hyenas are wildly successful, the griefer strategy comes with a heavy price, because even if the clan ultimately manages to take the win, turns out the victim will often try to fight back. Many members of the clan will sustain major injuries, which means high casualty rates for the clan, and that is not even the worst part in a hyena's life. Hyenas didn't choose this line of work, they were born into it, and even within their own clan, it's a constant bullying competition. The only thing that matters for a hyena is its rank, and they will do whatever it takes to climb the social ladder, mostly by terrorizing their own kind. Hyena clans are matriarchal, meaning they are ruled by a top female. Females have an abnormally high level of testosterone, making them more aggressive and more dominant toward the males. This means a lifetime of bullying for males. It's so brutal that most of them live with nasty injuries, surviving off leftovers. Honestly, I don't think that females have the better end of the stick here. All this excess testosterone has literally reshaped their anatomy. Look at this. This is a female. Their genitalia literally turned into a phallic form. They're so similar to males, even biologists confuse them. And sure, it might be handy in the bathroom, but when it comes to giving birth, just imagine pushing a baby through your... well, you get the idea. This process is so brutal that 10% of first-time mothers don't survive the experience, and 60% of the firstborn cubs suffocate on their way out. Anyway, back to the bullying. The harassment gets so intense inside the clan that the hyenas actually avoid each other most of the time. They only join forces when it's time to spread the hate to the rest of the server. But hyenas didn't band together because it was fun. Competing with big cats and stronger prey left them no choice. Forming clans is their survival strategy. They're so successful that they've become crucial to the ecosystem. They keep both prey and predator in check, and their vast territories allow them to apply pressure that lions can't match. And their insatiable appetite, which grows strong enough to crush bones, they are nature's ultimate cleaning crew, recycling nutrients back to the savannah. So even if hyena's reputation is trashed by their bad manners, crooked looks, diabolical laugh, and anger management issues, their ability to thrive in chaos makes their clan strategy ruthlessly efficient, and has rightfully earned them the crown as the undisputed bullies of this land. If you would like to know how to avoid getting naturally selected by the cutest animals on this planet, click here.